Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. So today's video is going to be a shoe collection video. Yeah, I guess it's a shoe collection. It's not really a collection, but I'm just going to be showing all of my shoes and kind of over explaining and talking through each pair. I did a video like this a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. So if you've watched that one, this one isn't going to be anything new really, because I obviously don't throw away my shoes after a year and a half. And I might have bought like 1 or 2 new pairs, but I don't tend to buy new shoes that often. So yeah, it's not going to be anything super new, but if you haven't watched that one, then this one will be completely new to you. And I just like these kind of videos. I like the over explaining and the tapping, and there's lots of tingles from shoes, I think. So that's why I'm doing this again. Also, caveat, it is super hot in this room. The AC is not working, and usually I don't have the AC on while I'm filming, obviously, because it's loud, but usually I can cool down the room before, but I couldn't do that today because it's broken. So if I look like I am sweating, that is why. Anyway, let's start the video. I'm gonna start with what I think is the most boring pair of shoes, which is my running shoes. Oh my god, these are dirty. Wow, I don't really notice until it's like right in the light. Don't worry, I'll wash my hands after this. But these are my running shoes. These are, I don't even know what these are, Gel Kayano 31s from Asics, I think. Is that the Asics logo? Not even sure. But yeah, these are my running shoes. They are a light blue color with light blue laces. They have these stripes on the side for speed. And they have some holes in the toe, which I guess is for airflow. They are pretty padded. They got a lot of padding down here, again for speed. No, I think that's for comfort, so you don't destroy your joints when you're running. But yeah, I think I need to get a new pair of these because I went for like a 5-mile run today, and my feet were hurting after like half a mile. So that's not a good sign. So I need to get some new ones of these. The last time I did this video, I got quite a few emails asking if they could buy my old sneakers. And while I respect people's hobbies, no judgment, but I'm not going to sell you my old sneakers, so you don't have to ask. But yeah, these are obviously not the same sneakers from that video because I don't think a pair of sneakers can last a year and a half at the rate that I run. So yeah, these are different, but still, I'm not going to sell them to you. Okay, and then my second and only pair of sneakers that aren't running shoes are these. These are also new in that they weren't in the last video, but not new to me. So these are, I'm I'm assuming Adidas. Yeah, Adidas sneakers. They are black leather with 1, 2, 3 white stripes on each side. They have black laces. Oh, it literally says Adidas right there. We have a little Adidas logo in white. We also have Adidas over here. They have this like felt tip on the end of their shoe. And then we have matching felt on the back here. Then the sole is this brown color. These are pretty flat shoes, so I wear these when I'm lifting or when I'm just like casually wearing sneakers, which honestly isn't that often. I don't wear sneakers very often. As you'll see, I'm more of a boot girl, but yeah, these are cute for like a quick, if I just need to like run to the grocery store or something very casual. And again, not gonna sell them to you, so it was mostly the sneakers that people were asking about, so I feel like I have to articulate again. Okay, cute. So those are all of my sneakers. And now we will get into black boots, which is its own category because I would say 80% of the shoes that I own are different iterations of black boots. So we'll get into like 7 pairs of black boots now. Are you ready? Let's go. The first pair is going to be these Doc Martens. These, I'm not sure what style these are, but I think these are like the classic style with the matte, smooth finish. They are in ankle, a little bit higher than ankle length boot with lace, black laces all the way up. We have black eyelets for the laces. And then we have some black stitching on the boot itself. And then on the sole, we have the classic yellow Doc Marten stitching around the sole. And then we have a pretty solid rubber sole. On the top, we have the Doc Marten black and yellow label. Yeah. So these are probably my least worn black boots. I got them years ago at this point, and I've worn them maybe a handful of times because every time I wear them, I remember how awful they are to wear. They're so uncomfortable. I get blisters every time I wear them. It's not even the blisters, it's like this part of the shoe is really tight. So I get bruises on the top of my feet, which I didn't even think was possible, but yeah. I don't wear these very often, but they're so cute. They're so cute, so I really want to love them, but I just can't. My like number one rule in life with anything, but mostly with shoes, is comfort is So you will see I own 0 high heels. I refuse to wear high heels. They're just not comfortable. And there are other formal shoes that I can wear. So, just not gonna wear them. So yeah, don't wear these that often. My next pair of boots is my snow boots. So I lied. These are probably my least worn black boots, and it's because I really only ever wear them if it's snowing outside. These are from the brand Palladium, and they again have black laces with silver eyelets. We have the black Palladium logo. These originally had like a really bright blue logo on the front, which I hated, so I put a strip of black tape over them. And actually, I've had these boots for years, and the tape has held strong, so that's pretty good. But I really only wear them like twice a year, so. The sole is this like chunky, toothy sole. Yeah. Snow boots. Okay, now let's get into my Koyo boots. I have 3 pairs of almost identical boots from the brand Koyo. And it's kind of inexcusable, but also they were on sale. So, yeah. So these are the first pair. These are the shortest boots that I own. So they are a Chelsea style. So they're just elasticated on the sides and you can slip them on. They're a black leather. And then the sole is this really big, chunky, toothy sole, which I love. I love the soles of these ones. So the reason I own 3 pairs of almost identical Koyo boots is because I had a pair of Koyos, the same pair as one I'll show you actually. But this brand is super, super expensive. So I originally bought that pair from Depop, I want to say, or some like secondhand store where they were much cheaper. And then I wore those literally every day for like 2 years, to the point where they were so worn out. And they were so expensive too, so I was like I don't want to wear my shoes out, but I wore them every day. And then Koyo went on sale, so each pair was like a third of the price, like super cheap. I mean, not super cheap, like they were still expensive, but at a level where I was okay with buying them. And so I thought, clearly I love this brand, I love these boots, so I will buy multiple pairs so that I don't just wear one out, like wear it every day and wear it out. So that's what I did. So I bought 3 pairs that were deeply discounted, and it actually worked. So I've had these for like a year, maybe more, and I switch between the pairs so one doesn't get super worn out. So these ones, I love the sole, but I don't love the height. I think they're just a little bit short for me. So I almost exclusively wear these under trousers, which works for me because I wear trousers a lot. And they're pretty significant height addition. So yeah, so this is pair 1. This is pair 2. This is the pair that started it all. So this I had a pair of these that I bought from Depop and just absolutely wore them into the ground. So these are like my perfect boot. They are black Chelsea boots. They're like the perfect height, slightly higher than ankle height. We still have a chunky sole, but not quite as chunky as the shorter ones. So I loved the sole on the shorter ones, which is why I got them. But these are cute too, kind of toothy sole. Not as much of a height advantage on these, but that's okay. And as you can see, I've also worn these ones kind of into the ground, but oh well. And they have this pull-on tab at the back. Lovely. And then pair number 3. Can you spot the difference? So pair number 3 is slightly higher. So this goes to like mid-calf. And then obviously has a much bigger heel. So this gives me a good like 2-3 inches, which I don't need. I'm already tall, but sometimes I like to tower over people, you know. But it again has that like toothy sole, which I really like the look of. And these have a slightly squarer toe than the other ones. So these ones I wear for slightly fancier occasions, like if I'm wearing a skirt for date night or something, or girls' night. I like to wear these. I think the height is really flattering for if I'm showing off my legs. And then obviously they are a heel, so a little bit fancier, but again super comfortable. So I can wear these like every day, but I usually don't wear these to work because I don't like to tower over my colleagues that much. It's really dirty. But yeah, so cute. I mean, look at those. Adorable. But yeah, those are my 3 pairs of almost identical black Koyo boots. Did you think we were done with the black boots? Because you would be wrong. My last pair of black boots is these. These are suede ankle boots. My only pair of boots with a zipper. And these have a pretty substantial heel to them. I got these when I was a teenager, probably like 14. And that's probably the last time I wore them too. I haven't worn these definitely since I graduated high school. Never wore them in college. Haven't worn them since. But they are really cute, so I don't want to get rid of them, and there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, these feel very 2010s. Like, I think ankle boots were huge in the 2010s. And they're still cute, but I never find myself needing a heel this big either. So, yeah, they just don't get worn that often. They're like a suede ankle boot. We have a little kind of sweetheart neckline on the top of the boot. We have a brass zipper and a little black pull tab. And a pretty solid block heel. The toe of the boot is rounded. So that is all of my black boots. But we have black boot adjacent shoes here. These are from Thursday Boot Club, actually. But they're not boots, so look at me having range. These are black leather with black laces and black eyelets. We have some stitching along the sides. And again, we have that sole that I love, that toothy sole. I just think it adds so much like kind of grit to a pair of shoes. I love this type of sole. If someone knows the actual name for it, I just call it a toothy sole, but surely that's not what it's called. I also don't know what type of shoe this is. Is this an Oxford? I don't know. But yeah, these are very cute. I like to wear these with, like when I'm wearing a skirt, I like to wear them with like little ruffle socks. I think it's a cute look. It's, I think, slightly less severe than a boot while still keeping my style. So I totally lied. I have another pair of black boots. They weren't sitting with the other black boots, so I kind of forgot about them, but these I actually wear all the time. These are from Echo, and they are black leather, of course. They are knee-high boots with black stitching down the front and a black zipper down the side. They also have a zipper down the back to give you some more calf space if you need it. Sometimes, like if I just got off a plane or I've just been sitting all day or something, this really comes in handy because like my legs get really swollen. So yeah, they have these black leather pull tabs. We have a rounded toe, and then of course a toothy sole. So I wear these whenever I wear like a mini skirt, a little dress. They're so cute. The inside is fur lined, not fur, but you know what I mean, like felt soft on the inside is what I'm trying to say. So they're a little hot for the summer, but for spring, winter, autumn, even summer, if it's not like the dead of summer, I wear these all the time. They're so cute. Okay, and that is really my last pair of black boots, I promise. Okay, we have 2 pairs of shoes left, and these are my formal shoes. So these are what I wear to events where I have to be a little bit more formal. But again, like I said at the beginning, I don't wear heels. So these are more of sandals vibes. We have a black pair of sandals. These are pretty old as well, so maybe I need to get a new pair. But They have a Velcro strap at the front, a pretty thick strap, and then we have a Velcro strap at the ankle. They are black leather. We have a little, very little wedge heel at the bottom. So I love these because they are so comfortable. I can wear these for a whole wedding and dance the whole night away and still be comfy. Whereas when I used to wear heels, I would just be uncomfortable like 30 minutes in, which is no fun. Nobody wants that. So yes, maybe they're not as cute as like strappy heels, but I would rather look slightly less cute and be 100 times more comfortable. So those are the black version. And then I also have a similar version in kind of a beige color. So these are this very soft suede fabric. They have a square toe and kind of a asymmetrical band across the toe, which is pretty cute, I think. These are from Sam Edelman, by the way. Then we have a block heel, which again has that kind of asymmetrical design, but it's thick enough that these are comfortable and it's also not very high. And then we have a strap going up to the ankle with a little cutout here, which is cute. And then we have a very thin strap over the ankle with, this is gold. God, the lighting is so crazy. I think it's silver. Silver hardware. And this just buckles around your ankle. So honestly, one pair of black, one pair of beige is, I think, all you need. If it's a darker, more formal dress, I can wear black. If it's a lighter, more summery dress, I can wear beige. And that's it. These are slightly less comfortable than the black ones. I've also just worn these less. These are newer. Like I think the black ones I've had for like 10 years maybe. These ones I bought for my college graduation, which it was I guess 3 years ago. So not that much newer, but in the grand scheme of my life, they're newer. And they're a little bit pinchy, like on the toes area, so slightly less comfortable, but definitely very cute and more comfortable than like heels, for instance. I can just put a band-aid on my toes and I'll be fine. So yeah, that is all of the shoes that I own. I think there were some good sounds that we got out of some of those, especially the boots. I love the tapping sounds that we get from those. So I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for being here with me.